know if it's sunny out there, but it is sunny here in Bellingham, so which is good. It always makes everyone feel a little bit better. Is it sunny where you're at?
It's getting hot.
Okay, it's getting hot, which is good. Great. So what I'm going to do, Thomas, I'm going to review all the information, make sure, the girls got all your information correctly, and then I'll be able to kind of share with you where we're at in price, and hopefully together we can come to an agreement on a fair price that work for you and work for us, and be able to move forward to buy your property today. Okay, Thomas?
Okay.
Fantastic. Okay, so before we get started here, I just want to let you know that a phone call is being recorded for quality insurance. That way, just to make sure that, I'm on my end, I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to do to provide you with, the best service as possible, okay?
Okay.
So, Thomas, beside getting the right price for the property here, what is another reason that you're looking to sell the property?
Well, I moved.
Oh, okay. You're gonna move. What states are you gonna move to?
Well, I just moved. I moved about 45 minutes away.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you are a move away from the property.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so it's currently vacant right now.
Sort of. Like I have a roommate that's staying there and kind of
watch over it.
Watching over it.
That is
she's
smart.
gonna be moving to England pretty soon, so.
Nice. Okay.
It's not there's not a formal rental agreement or anything at this time.
Sure.
But it still has a bunch of my stuff. I'm like kind of slowly moving my stuff.
Sure.
Like one pickup truckload over at a time. Yeah, so it's not, there's not like a family living in it or anything.
Okay, not a problem. Well, the thing is, Thomas, I think that you actually made a smart move for having your roommate to stay in there to kind of look over the property because, we had an experience where I talked to homeowners where the property is vacant and they just obviously move and the property vacant and they get squatter that goes in there. And you know how it is with Washington states. Once a squatter gets in there, it takes years to get rid of them. So, and we had that experience with our own property. So I think that you made a smart decision having your roommate in there. Now, as far as let me see really quick here. If we can agree on a price, Thomas, that work for you and work for us, do you know do you know how soon you're looking to sell and close escrow on the property? So what I just did there is I want to let him know that, hey, he needs to sell the property. If it sits vacant, it can be a problem for him.
I would have to find a place for my roommate.
Okay.
Like that would be the only issue.
Okay. So I guess would 45 to 60 days, if we can agree on a price, would that work for you?
Yeah, it should.
Okay, fantastic. So let me review some information on the property really quick here. Can you confirm with me how many bedroom and bathroom it is again, Thomas?
Okay, it's a 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Yep.
I believe it's 1350 square feet.
Nice.
And also has a basement and a detached garage.
Oh,
I
nice.
don't know the square footage of the garage, but it's a separate building on the property.
Got it. Okay, that's nice.
0.19 acres. It's zoned commercial/residential.
Oh, nice.
It was built in 1915, but before that was a commercial zone.
Got it.
It's like almost at the edge of it's in a residential area, but it's zoned
Commercial
residential.
Oh, nice. Okay. Now that detached garage, is it a single car or double car garage, Thomas?
It's a double car. Or no, sorry, it is a single car.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. It's more of a workshop, but
sure.
It's technically garage.
Gotcha. Okay. The basement. Do you know if the basement is over 6 feet?
Yes, it is.
Oh, good. Okay, so it's over 6 feet. Great. And is there a mortgage that we need to pay off, Thomas?
Yeah, it's about 60,000, maybe
Okay.
58 or 9.
No problem. So
it's around there.
No problem. I'll just put 60,000 just to be safe.
Yeah.
Thomas, as far as in repair goes, do you know what kind of repair updates or work do we have to do to the property after we buy from you?
It It should probably get a new electrical system.
Okay.
It has the old Edison fuses. Like it works.
Yep.
It's just electricians can't work on it because it's an old system.
Makes sense.
And the garage door is like it's broken closed. Like it came off the rail, so the garage door will need updating.
Okay.
It has two side doors to it.
Okay.
I use it as a shop, and I don't put my car in it.
Gotcha. Okay.
Either put a wall there and make it just another building, or like a lot of people have suggested I turn it into like a cottage. But I haven't. It's kind of like a larger single car garage. The garage door part of it is broken, so
Sure.
like I can't open it.
Sure. And
it came off the rails shortly after I bought the house.
okay.
I guess it had been broken and they weren't using it as a garage.
Sure.
So
No problem.
that and the electrical system. And then the other stuff is most of the other stuff. It would be like cosmetic.
Cosmetic.
Like
Okay.
new paint, or the outside could probably use some paint.
Sure. Foundation is good though, Thomas. Foundation is good.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's not. Wait, it sits on a foundation, not post and block, right?
Yeah, there's a foundation in the basement, and then
good.
it's sitting on blocks.
Oh, good. Okay. So as far as in repair goes, I know that you mentioned some, cosmetic, electrical, and plumbing, all that needs to be done. If you were to give me your best guess, Thomas, what do you think that it will cost just to roughly update the house, make it look like obviously new again and in perfect condition again?
My guess would be 30 or 40.
Okay, 30, 40,000.
I don't know how good I am at estimating those things.
Probably better than I am. So for 30 to 40,000, right?
Yeah, it's a guess.
Okay, got it. No problem. I'll just put here it's an estimate. Okay. And Thomas, what are you hoping to get for the property?
Let's see. I haven't looked up what it.
This is the real negotiating start.
The ARVs on it were like 240 or 250, but I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think that's the current. I haven't even checked the assessed value in a while.
No problem. So, go ahead.
I would like the walk away to be about 100.
Okay. So 100,000 walk away with a mortgage of 60. So basically, we're looking at a purchase price of 160, right, Thomas?
Yeah.
And you think that the property's worth about how much?
Well, I'm looking at different estimates right now.
Sure.
One says 230, another one says 150.
Jeez. 150.
Yeah, that's on Redfin, and it shows a drop. I don't know what the deal. Okay, so it's got.
Remember, you always want to be the one who asks questions, especially when it comes to numbers. Just let the sellers give you all the numbers.
Okay,
that's how you're going to leverage and negotiate.
It was 233.
Uh-huh.
And then May it says 149. I don't know what the deal with that is.
Wow.
Because it'd been in the 200s, and then it just this month it dropped. I don't know why.
Right.
But the other, I'm trying to find the different estimator tools. Most of them have it in the 200 to 250 range.
Right. Okay. And Thomas, do you assume that's after we, obviously spend the 30, 40K to updates to put the house in perfect condition again? Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think it's worth as is? So maybe the 150s as is? I don't know.
I think it's probably worth like 160 as is.
Okay.
It's a functional house.
You see how I did that? Ask him what it's worth after fix.
My daughter's mom.
What is it
I would
is?
still be living in there.
Now it negotiates from the 160.
If I didn't have to move.
160 from that it's actually worth like 250. So we are in a good position.
And it's got a low interest rate too, so 3.75.
Oh, nice. So you got a 3.75 interest rate on it.
Yeah.
Gosh, okay. Good for you, because right now I think right now we just did a refi and about to do a refi on one of the property that we just finished renovating. It took us, I think, almost 3 months. And we're going to refi it. It's going to be around 7.7%.
Yikes.
I know.
Do you guys do the subject to
We do.
purchases? Or?
Yep, we do. We do that as well. I mean, the thing with us, Thomas, is our whole entire goal is to make this a hassle-free sell for you, and also to make it work for you and work for us as well. So we have to go the subject to route to make it work. We can certainly do that.
Okay.
Are you open to that?
Yeah, like I've looked into actually doing that type of thing myself.
Oh, nice.
I haven't been a while just because I got caught up in other stuff in life.
Sure, I
but
understand.
I did look into distressed home buying and
Nice.
stuff like this. Is not a distressed property.
Right, I understand.
It's just I moved and I have cell phone.
As you
now.
can see, I say this all the time. Nobody wants to be target, so you don't treat them like they're
I'm not gonna
a
be able
target,
to,
like they're
fix it
desperate.
up all by myself.
But even if they
so
are,
I gotta get a contractor.
You don't want them to know that, because they don't want to feel like they're going to be taken advantage of. Make sense? Got it. Okay. No, I absolutely understand, Thomas. Like the whole thing is, obviously, if the price wasn't right for you, there's no reason why you would sell it.
Right,
and if we can't have it make sense for us and investors, then obviously there's no reason we would buy it. So, I always tell people that the goal is to see if we can come together to an agreement on something that's fair, that obviously work for you and work for us, and be able to create a win-win together. So I'm looking at this here, and so you're saying as is worth about 160. So here's the thing with us, Thomas, is that our company, we are willing to buy the property in as is condition. So which means we will take care, all the repairs, all the work that the house is going to need. I know that you mentioned there's some stuff at the property that you still want to, take with you. So which is completely fine with us. Anything that you want to take, you can. Anything you don't want to, leave it behind. We'll do the cleanup. We got a crew that can come in there and take care of all that. I mean, this is what we've been doing for the past 12 years. I also know that you got a roommate in there. We certainly will work with him as far as seeing the timing for him to move out of the property and take whatever he wants with you. Like I said, the goal is to provide you with a hassle-free sell. So, yeah.
Just seeing the tax assessment on the property is $248,000.
Oh, okay.
That's what Yakima County thinks it worth.
Wow. Okay. So 248 tax assessed value. That's good to know. I appreciate it. Thank you for that information, Thomas. So, I mean, with that being said, Thomas, I guess what I'd like to know from you is what's the least you're willing to take as far as a walkaway net to you would be?
Like right now, I would say 100. It is something like I'm not. I don't want to rush to a decision today.
Sure.
Just because there's a lot of factors to consider. But that's probably the minimum I would take today.
Gotcha. It's the 100. Okay. So, Thomas, I just want to make sure that we're both on the same page. And, I hate to waste your time and our time because, we're just looking to buy one or two more property in the next 30 to 60 days. And like I said, if we can work out something together, great. If we can't, not a problem, So I just want to make sure on your end that you are ready. If we can agree on a price that work for you and work for us, like I said, that you're satisfied with, you are ready to move forward to get the paperwork done and sell your property today, right?
It's something I would have to sleep on. I don't. I have a thing. I can't make rush decisions.
Okay.
I would have to sleep on it and stuff. But I would say generally, yeah.
Okay. So Thomas, I mean, another thing that I know that typically our company, we don't do, but I know that I can probably get my team manager to agree to do this for you. Is that what if What if I can get my company to take care of all the closing costs and all the fees? So this including the excise tax, the transfer tax, the title insurance. If there's any commissions, obviously we will be the one who's going to be responsible for it. So if we cover all the costs, all the fees, we come in, pay all cash, we can close on the date of your choice, taking over the property as is. What's the best you'd be able to do for us as far as like the walk away net to you would be, Thomas?
I'm still saying today it would be 100.
Oh, so what will it be for tomorrow?
Like I would have to think about. Like,
sure. But today,
like
go ahead.
Yeah, but I would say today would be 100.
Okay. And you would be open to doing subject to, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like there'd be, as long as the proper paperwork is filled out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm familiar with how the process works.
Oh, good.
I kind of looked into how to doing it, so
nice.
It doesn't get foreclosed on because the name of the county got changed. And,
sure.
I'm familiar with the process.
Good. So, and the thing is, I also want to let you know, Thomas, that we are going to use a local title company. So it's not like we give you the cash and you give us the paperwork and all of a sudden we don't know what's going to happen with it. So I want to let you know that we are going to use a local title company. They are basically, I'm sure you're familiar with it. They're the third party that makes sure that all the paperwork, everything is being done correctly and everything is transparent. You know what you're getting. We know what we're getting for the property. What's that?
Do you know what title company?
We're probably going to use Guardian Title. I know that they're based here out in Whatcom County, but they close any transactions within Washington State. And we use Tia Bentley. We've been using her for the past 12 years. She's really, really good, and she knows what she's doing. And she makes sure, obviously all the paperwork is done correctly. So typically what happened, once we agree, once we sign a purchase and sell agreement, we'll send it into a local title company with them. And at the time of closing, what they do, Thomas, is they'll call you up. They'll set up the time. You go in there. You sit down with them. They'll review all the paperwork. They'll go through all the numbers. And then once everything looks good, you're satisfied. That's when you actually sign up on the final dotted line and actually sell the property. And then, and then you get whatever you get that's agreed upon. And we as a buyer, all we worry about is being able to get clear title to the property. That's all, okay?
Good.
Now, so regarding the subject to, how much are you looking as far as like how much cash do you need in your pocket on the day of closing, Thomas?
Like that I'm saying that's today I'm saying 100.
Right, but if we were to do the subject to, do you need that $100K up front?
Not necessarily.
Okay. So how much cash would you need up front?
I guess that depends on when the rest is coming, and what the rest of the terms are, like how the whole thing is structured.
Right. Do you know how long you like to carry the contract for?
I never actually thought about it.
So you know what, Thomas? Let me ask you this. I think this is probably a better question. In a perfect world, how would you like this to be structured? Yeah, let me ask you that. So we know the purchase price is $160. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
160, and then
always be asking question.
Well, I guess how do y'all normally do it? When you do it, do you if you're to guess it, would it be a rental and just the mortgage would be continuously paid, or would it be like refurbish it and then the title is transferred over and sold to a third party? Like, that would affect it.
Yep. So I mean, it really all comes down to Thomas, is what you really want, and we're gonna try to match whatever it is that will work for you, and to see if how we can make it work for both. But we can. So for us, typically when we take over a property, we'll go in there. We'll we either renovate it, rent it out, and obviously we'll make sure that we make the payment every single month. and then, or the other options is, later down the road, we sell it and then we'll cash you out. So those are probably the two options that we're probably going to do. Whichever one probably fits best, whenever the current market is in. So in this case, I just need to know from you is, obviously we know the purchase price is 160. How much cash you like to get at the time of closing, and then how long would you willing to carry it for?
I'd say at least 10 at closing, and
10K.
For say a year or two.
Okay. So 1 to 2 year cash you out.
Yeah.
Okay. No problem. And then you're okay if there's no prepayment penalty, right?
Right.
Okay, good. Got it, okay.
Yeah, there's no prepayment penalty.
Okay, good. Okay. Because I know some people we work with, they like us to hold it for a while just because they just like to get that, that cash. So let me see here. So 10 down. And what is the current mortgage monthly payment, Thomas?
Last one I saw was $971. It fluctuates every year, and I think it's this time. It's around this time of year that it changes.
Oh.
Something to do with the way the escrow works.
Sure.
I've never paid much attention to it. I know that
it's auto-pay.
It goes up. Some years I get a refund check for it. But the lowest it's been is $591.
Okay.
And the highest it's been is right now. It's at $971. But it's normally. But last year it was $742.
Okay.
This year it went up to $971, I believe.
Okay.
It goes up and down.
Sure.
But it ranges from between about 600 to 900.
Okay. And Thomas, you're locked in at a 3.75 interest rate for 30-year, right? Fixed.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. Perfect. All right. Well, I guess this is the last questions I got for you, Thomas. Is that if I can, because I'm going to present this to my team manager. If I was able to somehow get all of that approved for you, which is exactly what we're talking about. And I want to review it with you really quick again here. So it's going to put our purchase price. Okay, purchase price 160. You want $10,000 at the time of closing. Okay, so which means the remaining mortgage will be, or the remaining we owe you will be $150. So the mortgage we'll pay, and then we'll cash you out within the next 1 to 2 years. No prepayment penalty. Okay. So, Tom, if I can get that approved with my team manager and push through, would you be ready to get the paperwork done and sell your property today?
Like I can't give you a definitive yes, but I can say I would definitely look into it and read I would need to go over the paperwork and the fine.
Sure.
I can't say yes right now because my yes is not necessarily a yes. I can't say yes until I'll sign the paperwork right there. But I'm ready to move forward towards that.
Okay. Right. So, okay. So now, Thomas, I want to make sure that when you are ready to move forward, that you're comfortable, that you're confident, that everything is good with you. So so everything that you mentioned too, once again, I still have to run through and get this approved. I don't know if I could or not, but I'm just saying. And you said even if I come back and tell you everything is good, did you say that you say that you still have to think about it, which I completely understand. My question to you,
I'll have to read the paperwork.
Oh, okay. So Thomas, tell me if I'm wrong. So your only concern is you just want to make sure that everything, all the paperwork, all the agreement, everything is good before you actually sign on it. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's my primary.
Okay, yep. Then that is absolutely not a problem to us at all. So basically, if I can get it approved, you are ready to move forward, which means I can drop the purchase and sale agreement. Ours is very standard and very straightforward. Thomas, it's just a 4-page purchase and sale agreement. I'll put everything in there as we talk about. You will review it. And if you have any question, you can let us know. If you want to talk to the title company, I can also give you the phone number to Tia Bentley, the title company, the escrow agent that we work with, just so you 100% comfortable and confident that we are going to get this done for you and get it done correctly, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Thomas, can you give me, so it's 1 o'clock. Is it okay if I get, so I get off about 5 p.m. Can I call you back between maybe 4 or 5 o'clock? Would that work for you?
You can. I may be out picking up my daughter at the time, so
Okay.
I may not be able to answer, but I might answer. So
you got it. So Thomas, I am going to try to do the best that I can. I will, between now and then, I'm going to try to see if I can call a meeting with my team manager. I'll present with him everything we talked about and agreed upon. And then after that, I'll be able to call you, let you know if it's a yay or a nay. And then if you're good with everything, I'll drop the purchase and sale agreement. I'll send it to you. You can review it. If everything looks good, if you need any more information from me as far as saying like, hey, I want to speak to the escrow agent, the title company, I can certainly provide you with everything like that, okay?
Okay.
Fantastic. Thomas, thank you so much for your time. I'll let you go, and I'll call you back between 4 to 5 o'clock. And if you don't answer, I'll just drop you a voicemail and a text message, okay? But I'll let you know either way. You got my word for it. I'll let you know either way between 4 or 5 o'clock, okay?
Okay.
All right, Thomas, thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you again. All right, bye. That is how you do it. Do you guys see how I can, you got to control the whole entire call? Because once again, I tell all of my students this, all right? And if you've been following me for a long time, number one is I tell you that never give a price first. Always ask questions. Number two is you always want to put someone in the middle. Like you have to get an approval. Because when you trying to go negotiate with them, like you're the buyer, it's really hard for you to it's hard to because then they felt too much of a pressure coming from you. Like, oh my God, they really want to buy this. I can't make up. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's really hard for you to push them without pushing them. Make sense? It's like you push them without pushing them. So now I push them, but it's not on me. I don't know if I can get this approved. I don't even know if this is a deal or not. But I need to get this approved. And if I can get this approved from my team manager, are you ready to go? And then he said that he's ready to go, but he still think about it. And then as you can see how I overcome that. I said, I understand that, hey, you want to think about it, which is fine. But I want to know, what is it that you worry about? Because if we can agree on everything you talk about, so he's worried about, I just want to make sure all the paperwork is correctly. So I told him, so to overcome that, I said, hey, I will refer you to, here's the title company that we use. At the time of you signing out the final, actually sell the property, you're going to sit down with the title company because you got to give them the peace of mind. And a lot of you, when you're new into the game, you don't know how to overcome it. You don't know what to say. So it comes off a little scammy and it scares the seller off. It's like even a seller that is motivated like this, but if you don't know how to maneuver through the phone call and overcome and give them that peace of mind, that's why when you send over the contract, all right, they ghost on you because you haven't really overcome their objection. You haven't really given them the peace of mind. They haven't for sure feel confident in what you're talking about. That's the thing, because when they're confident, right, when they know everything you say is going to be done, executed, and you say with confidence, and you provide them with all that information, typically when I send over mine thing, there's going to be an expiration date on there, which means we need to know when they can sign and get it back to us. All right, so that way there's a fear of loss. If they don't sign it, they're going to lose out on the deal. And when you put someone in the middle, like you're going to get an approval, it let them know that now you're not negotiating against them, but you're negotiating on their behalf. It's exactly like when you walk into a car dealership. The salesmen already know what they can sell to you, that car to you for. But they always play the game where it's a good cop, bad cop. And it worked. Where they'll be like, oh my God, Kong, I really, can get you this car. I don't know if I can get for 30. I don't know if I can sell this to you for 35,000. You're killing me, man. I'm not going to make anything on this, right? Now, I don't even know if I could. I have to take it to my team manager. So they go back to their manager. Guess what him and his manager do? They're high-fiving. They're like, oh, hell yeah, this guy's going to buy no matter what. Right? They're drinking coffee back there, eating some donuts, watching Netflix and chill back. And then they come back to you and say, hey, you know what, Kong, man, I really fight for you. All right? My manager wouldn't regularly do this, but I fight for you. Now it felt like you're winning. Make sense? So when you can do it where the seller felt like they're winning, dude, it's an easy close. Which means when you send that contract over, They'll be like, dude, this guy been fighting for me to get this deal. Which means I won. Which means it's not an easy sell. Because a lot of you, what you're doing is, you just like, yep, I think I can accept your offer. So you accept your offer. You accept their offer so easy, so quickly. When you send the contract over to them, they'll be like, am I selling this too low? Like they second guess themselves. And when they do that, guess what? They'll call realtor. They call another buyer. That's what happened. Psychology. So a lot of you, if you're not into sales, this might be you'll be like, damn. But man, I've been negotiating forever, man. So that's exactly how you do it. So you always want to make sure. So when you tell them that you need to get this approved from a team manager, so now you're getting their commitment before you commit. And that's exactly how you do it. You want them to commit to their own price before you tell them that they're good to go. That's how you win the conversation, my friend. Anyways, I want all of you that's on the live, I'm doing, I have a 3-day challenge masterclass coming up on May 22nd. So if you haven't signed up, there's still some spot left. Comment the word bingo. I'll send you the link. Basically, I'm going to walk you through day 1, day 2, where we're going to spend an hour together on each day. Day 1, I'm going to show you. So this list here, I'll show you exactly where we pull the list. I'm going to show you how to leverage this software to actually pull motivated seller list. But I'm going to show you what list exactly to pull and how to list stack. So that way we're targeting like low hanging fruit, which means we're targeting seller that are in like a distressed situation. So you're not wasting your time and you're not wasting your money, trying to market to a seller that just bought their property 2 years ago, or they're not in a situation where they actually need to sell. So you're not wasting your time. You're not wasting your money targeting unnecessary seller, homeowner. That's number 1. All right. And then day number 2 is I'm going to show you what marketing strategy to use that works the best in today's market. And then I'm going to show you exactly how I negotiate like this to get seller to drop price, put their property under contract completely over the phone. You don't have to meet the seller or see the property. I haven't gone to meet the seller or see the property in over six plus years now. Okay, and then day number 3 is I'm going to show you exactly how to also leverage that same software to get cash buy in any city, any state you want. Which means once you get the property under contract, the next thing is, how do we find these legit cash buyer? I'm going to show you how to find real cash buyer within your city, within your zip code, with just a few click of a button, and you see all these cash buyer, how to reach out to them, what do you say, and how do you sell the deal to them and get that money. So I'm going to show you how to turn a $100 investment into $20,000 a month. The last time that I did this 3-day challenge, Brian was on it. He closed his first deal and made $18,000 and some change. All right. So if you're interested, DM me or comment the word bingo, BINGO. I'll send you the link. And for those of you who's going to join me, I'm excited to see you on there. And make sure that you get your laptop ready, because it's not like you're sitting there and you're listening to me telling you all this thing and you're not taking notes. But I believe the best way to learn is when we're actually doing it together. That's why a lot of you go to seminars, you go to event, but you walk away with information, but you're not executing on the information. So that's why, and then you go home, you procrastinate, you put it in the back burner, and you end up not doing shit. So for me, I believe, I was the guy. I've been there, done it. I went through a bunch of seminars, paid $3,000 or $7,000 for a 3-day seminars. And I can tell you right now, that's why I believe in doing it together. So you got to open up your laptop. I'm going to show you what website to sign up. And then we're going to actually pull the list and doing it together along with me. And I think that's the best way to learn. And that's how you're going to get results, is actually by doing it, not just sitting there listening and taking notes. Anyways, I'll see you in class. Until next time, you guys, take care. And let's go get this. You know what time it is?